used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. Today we have to talk about Francis Ford Coppola's latest film, Megalopolis. Megalopolis. I said Megalopolis. Oh, God. I can't even get the title out without tongue twisting. Yeah, this movie has been a hot topic for quite a while. People talking about how it was destined to flop at the box office, and it played at some film festivals, didn't get very good reviews. Stars Adam Driver, Aubrey Plaza, Giancarlo Esposito, all-star cast. Dustin Hoffman makes an appearance in this film. Of course, Coppola's family's in there. Talia Shire and Jason Schwartzman make appearances. Shia LaBeouf. I mean, look, you got an all-star cast in this thing. And this film cost quite a bit to make. And it all came out of Francis Ford Coppola's pocket. People have been talking for a while now about how this film is destined to be a complete failure. No studio wanted to distribute it. He had to pay Lionsgate to distribute it. Kind of a disaster getting this film off the ground. And then the reviews came out from one of the film festivals. Where was it? Was it Cannes? I don't know. Whichever film festival it premiered at. And people were saying, oh, this is not good. This is not good. I went opening night to see it because, look, I'm from the Philadelphia area. You know, look, we idolize Rocky, right? We like the underdog. We root for the underdog. It's the whole story of Rocky, right? The underdog. So this film is very much the epitome of an underdog because it's destined to fail. This is a movie everybody said doesn't stand a chance. This movie is gonna bomb. Everyone said it. Couldn't help but root for it. You know, that there's something in me that was like, I want this film to succeed. I want this film to prove everyone wrong, because that's just kind of that Philadelphia spirit we kind of have where we root for the underdog. And I went in hoping everybody was wrong about this film and that it turned out to be great. I'm sorry to say that's not the case. This is one of the worst films I've ever seen. It's really horrible. The runtime. What is the runtime? It was like 2 hours and 18 minutes, I believe. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and give me a second here just to double check myself. Yeah, it's 2 hours and 18 minutes. And The Substance, I believe, is a longer film. Where's the 2 hours and 18 for Megalopolis? And The Substance is 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, so The Substance is actually 2 minutes longer than Megalopolis. In my review of The Substance, I like The Substance a lot, but in my review of The Substance, I said it kind of goes on too long. It could have been a shorter film. It may be 10, 15 minutes longer than it should. And even going on too long, The Substance feels shorter than Megalopolis. Megalopolis, a shorter film than The Substance, feels 5 times longer, because this is a film that just, it tries your patience, man. It's a very hard story to explain. I'm not going to try to get too much into the plot here, but it's basically an allegory of the fall of Rome. What if what if the United States had a fall like the fall of the Roman Empire? But it's not even a good allegory because it's so on the nose. Like, everyone has like very Roman sounding names, and they changed the name of New York City to New Rome. So it's like so incredibly on the nose that it doesn't work as allegory. The storytelling is sloppy. The characters aren't really likable. I'll say Aubrey Plaza gives a really good performance, because Aubrey Plaza gives a very un-Aubrey Plaza performance. She kind of always plays the same kind of character she played as April Ludgate on Parks and Rec. She certainly played that role in Funny People and other things you've seen her in. She has a character, she has a shtick that she does, and she's very good at that. And she's been very unsuccessful, in my opinion, of breaking out of that character. Every time she's tried, like she played the mom in the remake of Child's Play, didn't work. It did not work. Here, this is the first time I've seen her really successfully give a performance that breaks her out of the mold that I think she's been stuck in. It's a shame the movie's just not good. But yeah, I would say Aubrey Plaza is probably the best part of this film. Adam Driver tries real hard. He's got nothing to work with here. This is a sad case where everything you've heard is correct. This movie is pretty terrible. I wish I could recommend it. I can't. As always, I'm going to say, if you're curious about this film, if this is something you are interested in, please check it out. Go to the box office, support it. Francis Ford Coppola will thank you for your patronage, because this came out of his pocket. And by the way, there's been some talk, some allegations lately about some things. Apparently Francis Ford Coppola is being labeled as somewhat problematic now. I'll admit I haven't followed that story too closely. I'm not even sure exactly what Francis Ford Coppola was accused of. I just haven't followed it that closely. I'm going to have to look into that. But I didn't really want it to color my opinion of the movie. I wanted to go in, watch the movie, review the movie for the movie's sake, tell you what I thought of the movie. And I didn't want anything I read about Francis Ford Coppola to color my decision. So now that I've seen the film, I'm going to have to look it up and see what he was accused of. But I don't like this film. It's hard to believe that a film this bad was made by the same guy who gave us The Godfather. It boggles the mind. But I always say, if you're curious about it, if you've seen the trailers, this is something that piques your interest, please go check it out, because film is subjective. And whereas I hated it, you might really like it. For example, I was on Little Movie Perps channel the other day, and Pop Counterculture was on. Pop Counterculture loved the film. By the way, subscribe to Pop Counterculture if you haven't already. He's a good guy. And he loved the movie. So all film is subjective. Whereas I hated this, you may find that you love it. So I can't recommend it. But if you saw the trailer and you're curious and it's something that interests you, don't not see it based on my say so. Go give it a fair swing and make up your own mind. But yeah, Megalopolis, I cannot recommend it. This is a major miss, and man, what a colossal miss. Poor Francis Ford Coppola paid this out of pocket, and he ain't getting that money back, because this movie stands almost no chance. All right, everybody, keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them bitches, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander damas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.